Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Friday, January 29th, 2021, and we are in our 44th week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu. Safer at home, avoid your friends, stock up on food. Crazy demicness. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is at 57%. It's 14 degrees Celsius. I don't know, I mentioned yesterday how I got a lot of sleep and I was afraid it was going to affect me getting to sleep last night. Well, it did. I didn't get to sleep until after 6 o'clock anyway. I tried to lay down at 4, but it didn't happen. It just couldn't go to sleep. So finished the book. I need to actually go out and get some more books. I'm out of books to read. Shouldn't really watch your phone or the computer or whatever. You don't need to be watching videos. The light isn't good for helping you get to sleep. But you do what you need to do. I'm a little aggravated with myself. When I mentioned to my daughter yesterday that I was planning on going camping tonight and told her where, she kind of questioned my timing. Lights. I had told her approximately where I was going, and that Google had said it was going to be like an hour and 45 minutes or so to get there. And she kind of, was questioning that. So I went in and double checked, and yeah, I was way off. It's almost 3 hours, not almost 2 hours. So, I mean, that in and of itself is not a problem. 160 miles, it's not a problem. I mean, that's probably like 3/4 of a tank of fuel. The timeline is definitely not a problem. What is a problem is if I were to leave here 3:30 to 4 o'clock, sunset is at 6 o'clock over the Gulf, so it doesn't add up. 2 hours and 45 minutes, 3 hours. There's just not enough time for me to get out there to see the sunset. Par for the course, it's still, the sun is still setting early, I guess. It's still only January, but so I thought, all right, well, that sucks. I'd already gone out and bought hamburger meat and potatoes and onions and stuff like that to cook up for dinner, and yeah. Anyway, I went ahead and I checked out for Saturday, thinking, all right, I can leave here Saturday around 1 or 2 o'clock and be out there in plenty of time to get some really nice sunset pictures. And then I checked the weather forecast. Yeah. Welcome to Florida. Sunday is supposed to be rainy all day. Saturday is supposed to be cloudy with showers. So if it's cloudy, that means you don't get a really good sunset. Well, I mean, that's kind of this way. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you get a really awesome sunset because of rain clouds. But if you get a really good sunset for distant rain clouds, the light reflects off of the water moisture or whatever. But if it's like if the storm clouds are over top of you, then yeah, you don't usually get a really good sunset. Not one that I want to drive almost 3 hours for. So now I'm kind of like, all right, what do I want to do? I did get the bed cut, the mattress cut last night. Got some of the stuff done in the van that I wanted to get done. I'm tempted to just say the heck with it and head to the place that I was looking at up in Georgia. That may still be a possibility. I don't think for tonight though, because I didn't plan out a route or anything. Not that it's all that difficult, but I don't know. I have to. This is the problem with making plans. So it's just like getting in the vehicle and going. You know. That's another alternative too. I could just head south and find a spot to spend the night. Problem is, with my sleep schedule the way it is, I'm not really sleeping at night. So I'm hoping it would be a little different when I'm out camping, but more than likely it won't be. More than likely it'll still be 4 o'clock or something before I actually go to sleep. I don't know. Tonight might actually be the better night to do it because I only got about 6 hours worth of sleep. Not that that's a major problem with me. I do that all the time and still stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock the next morning. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Of course, I'm just getting down to a point where I have to make a decision. Because even at an hour and a half ride, going up into the woods, sunsets at around 6 o'clock, you know, it's going to be getting dark. Driving down unknown roads in the dark, unknown dirt roads in the dark, trying to set up a camp. It's doable, but might be better to be doable tomorrow. Alright, why is my straw all jammed? So I'll probably go out tomorrow night instead. Get a few other things done around the house that need to get done and not rush myself. Some things, I mean, I'm a put it off Pete, so I kind of realized, I mean, I know it's there, but it kind of hit me today. I really need to attack the sink. There's probably, I don't know, half a dozen things in there that need to be washed. Shouldn't be staying in there while I'm gone, even if it's just overnight. So, get that knocked out. Maybe I'll do a little little crafting and video creation this evening. Yeah, it's I don't know, like I said, sometimes the spur of the moment things are the best. It's what I've never really sat and made plans where I was going. You know, it was just like hop in this and go for a ride. Like, okay, I don't feel like being here right now. Let's go cruise the roads. And maybe like stop in Daytona for a cheeseburger, and then get down into Melbourne, and you know, turn around and come back home, or find a spot at a fishing pier and climb in the back, catch a couple of Z's. Now I'm kind of like really looking for campgrounds and actual areas that you're allowed to camp. It's just totally different. I don't know, maybe I've just got a different mindset with the van, and I really need to just like get out of that mindset and go out and just drive it. It's easy to say. I mean, it's all set up. I don't have really to do, excuse me, I don't have to do anything. I mean, I've got flavored water for drinking, I got regular water for drinking and watching, got all kinds of food. No fresh food, but you know, it's set up. I got everything I need to sleep. Got lights and stoves and everything else, so it's ready if I just want to get and go. But then again, it's also set up more as a camper. And I think that's the mindset I'm in, and it's not the mindset that I want to be in. I don't know. I know this probably isn't making a ton of sense to people. But it's not making a ton of sense to me. And then we get this whole COVID thing thrown into the ballywick. You know, trying to, like, some areas are more restrictive than others. Some areas you have to have a mask. Others are, you know, not quite as adamant about it. Even like getting out and pumping fuel. I've seen where some people are getting accosted because they're not wearing a mask while they're pumping fuel into their vehicle, and there's nobody within 20 feet, 30 feet of them until the person that's accosting them comes up. And like, that doesn't make any sense. And now people want you to wear 2 masks? I have enough problem wearing 1 mask. Although, this is the one that I generally wear. I get a lot of comments on it. I guess it must have some sort of a movie connotation. I'm not sure what, because people ask about it. I don't know what it would have been. You know, this was just a Halloween mask that works for me. So it's, you know, totally it totally blocks anything. I mean, you better make sure you don't have bad breath. But I do have this one, but I really can't breathe well through it. So, you know, it's just a quick emergency one. Oh, anyway. Babble and babble and babble, right? Come on, Doc, get off it and get something and do it. That's what I tell myself all the time. Just do it. Another thing, I brought home, actually they're still in the back here, I brought home a couple of cut-offs of wood. Now, the van sits at an angle. It's got a heavy-duty rear end and a lighter-duty front end, so it sits low at the front. So I picked up a couple of boards to drive up on to try and level the truck out while, you know, so I can sleep inside of it. I just need to cut the boards off at kind of the right length. They're cut off at angles, like across the board instead of down the board. Instead of making a ramp, they're kind of like, so, you know, to put two boards together, flat boards together. So I need to cut those off. At least I don't need much of an angle on them. I need some of an angle, and you know, then I can throw them under the front wheels and kind of raise the front end. I'm not sure whether I want to need one or two under each wheel. It's probably better not to put them together, and, you know, put them together when I'm at a site, and figure out which, you know, how I need to be leveled out the best. And I'm not going for perfectly level. Some vehicles, some campers or whatever, have to be, you know, right on level in order for the refrigerator and stuff to work. I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to keep sliding out of bed. So that's the main problem I have right now with like sleeping in a parking lot or something, is the angle of the bed. It's great for me sleeping with my head to the back doors, because my head's elevated. That's great for my snoring and COPD. But I also slide off the end. So now I don't know how it's going to be with the new mattress. And I have that drawer system at the one side blocking the mattress from sliding. So that's going to help some. I need something on the door side, on the passenger side though. And I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that yet. Or if it's even absolutely necessary. I have to go out and actually try it, I guess, don't I? Yeah, hadn't even really thought about that until just now. This is why y'all help me out so much. And you don't even know it, right? You don't even really have to give me much feedback, although you're probably sitting there screaming at the screen. Just spitballing it out actually helps me a lot. I know I've said this in the past, so helps me make decisions, helps me come up with ideas, and all that good stuff. So let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and I'll stay home tonight I'll do an oil lamp or two. I'll tell you what, I could almost have used those oil lamps last night. It was cold. It dropped down into the 30s last night in some areas. I think it was in the 40s, low 40s where I'm at. But yeah, rather chilly. So, but I'm not out in the living room. Where my computer is, so you know I'm not worried about that. I can heat the bedroom easily, and yeah, good to go that way. So I got a small heater back there. Plus I have the electric blanket. I lay on top of the electric blanket. It's toasty. But anyway, yeah. I wanted to make the oil lamps up just because. So anyway, I've got to sign in here. My bag's a mess. Throwing stuff in it to have it available to go for when I do go out. Signing in is easy enough. You just push a couple of buttons, let it do its thing. And now I'm signed up to get my grand prize. This guy parked a little far out in the driveway. People are having difficulty getting past him. But anyhow, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. Go check me out on Facebook or Instagram. I'll have links in the description box, wherever that is on your device of choice. I also have links to similar videos. You'll find my email, my snail mail, and all that good stuff. So if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. If I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slachi, y'all. Bye-bye.